last night we saw Kirchoff current law and voltage law. We'll see a problem. Before that, we will see what are the rules in it to follow. This is a small hint. Follow that whatever your teachers are saying. I have taken some from engineering books and from internet. So whatever is possible, use it. So sign conventions and applying. So this is what is very important. This is for the direction. So if the current direction is given, you have to go along with that. If the current direction is not given, you are going to assume the current direction, and clockwise current should be taken as positive, anti-clockwise should be taken as negative. Don't miss it. You can change it and take the sign, that should not be a problem, but don't confuse with that. Okay, voltage source should be taken one positive or negative based on the polarity or based on the current direction what you are assuming. So what are the rules? First rule is, these are the general rules. First, mark the current in all the elements which we are going to do, and name the loops. How many number of loops are there? Just find out and mark it very clearly, and find the current in each elements. Apply KVL. You study this in 10th standard. Use elimination method or cross multiplication method. Solve it. Or 12th standard, if you are studying Cramer's rule, you can use. This could be used in for CBSE or state board or any other, even for your NEET exam. So our target is for the average students. Okay, so let's see a problem which is asked currently in the board exam 2020. So this is the problem which is asked, so which I will display now. Okay, so this is the problem asked in CBSE 2020 physics, 3 mark. Using Kirchoff rule, calculate the current IG current through the galvanometer, and galvanometer resistance is 15 ohm. So the galvanometer resistance is 15 ohm. That is the sum asked. Okay, so now we will go to a problem and we will try to solve it. So this is the exact problem it is asked. It's 3 mark problem. So first thing is what I said. If you remember, first thing is mark the loop. So I'm going to mark the loop. So this is A, B, C. So I'm going to put D here. So anything are left, so that is done. Or if you want to name here, this is not a node, still you want to name it, choice is yours. So this is 10 volt, right? So now current. So let's say the current I is total current coming here. It is going to divide as, so the current is going to get divided into 2. How it is going to divide? The total current coming is I. It is going to divide as I1 and I2. Done. And so here the current is I1 and here the current is IG. So what will be the current here? So if this is the current I1 going, so some current of IG is going here. So what would be here is whatever I1 minus IG will come here. See here, this is the node, right? So this current is coming here and this current is leaving. So I1 is coming here and some part of it is going to IG as well. So the rest only goes to the other side. So that is I1 minus IG. Okay, so that is done. So here I2 is coming up to here. IG is also coming here. So what it is going to be, both the currents are coming to 5 ohms. So that is going to be I2 plus IG. So both the currents are coming towards the 5 ohms. So current is done. Right? Yes, current is done. So now we are going to solve the problem by taking the loops. So let's start with first loop. First loop, let me take it as A, B, D and A. So I'm taking this loop A, B, D, A, right? So start from here. So I said if the current is clockwise, that should be taken as positive. If there is current is going in anti-clockwise, that should be taken as negative. And find out any voltage sources there. In the loop 1, there is no voltage source. Here is voltage source, but that's going to be my loop 3. So this is my loop 1, loop 2, loop 3. So in this loop, there is no voltage source. I'm going to put simply a 0. So this current is going in clockwise. I'm going to put positive. That's going to be, what is the Ohm's law formula? V is equal to IR. So I is I1 and R is 100, right? So this is also clockwise. So I'm going to put plus 15. What is the current going here? 15, that is IG. right? And if I'm going to come this side, you can clearly see that the current is coming in opposite direction. You can clearly see my hand, so my point is this. And now if I see the current is coming in opposite direction, you can see I2 is coming in opposite direction, so that should be definitely taken as minus. So that is minus 60 I2, because the current is coming. So the loop started here, A, B, yes, clockwise, yes, here also the current is clockwise, but comes to here the current is coming in opposite direction, so I'm putting a minus. So loop 1 is done. So 100 I1 plus 15 IG minus 60 I2, that is my equation number 1. So now I'm going to take the other loop, which is B, C, D, B. B, C, D, B. Still there is no voltage source, I'm going to put 0. So here what is the current flowing? It is 10, resistance is 10, what is the current? I1 minus IG. Right? Here the current is clockwise, so I take it as positive. But here when you see the current is coming in opposite direction, so I'm going to put a minus. What is that? Minus 5 into I2 plus IG. And then if you see this is also coming in opposite direction to this loop, so again I'm going to put minus 15 IG. So that could be my second equation. Let's solve this. 10 I1 minus 10 IG minus 5 I2 minus 5 IG minus 15 IG. So if we solve it, so 10 I1, 10, 15, 15, 15, 30, so 30 IG minus 5 I2. So that is my second equation. So what is going to be my third equation? Third equation is this loop. So I'm going to take from here, or you can take from here as well. What is that? So I'm going to take it as A, D, C, F, E and A. So you have to finish at the same point. So here, so the current is what? It is 60 I2. I got a voltage source. What is the voltage source value? 10 volt. So always you're going to see the current is clockwise like that. So the living potential is positive. So I'm going to take it as plus 10 volt. Don't need to put plus. So that is 10 volt. That is equal to, here it is 60 I2 plus, so current is clockwise, so I have no problem with that. So 5 into I2 plus IG. So all the loop is done. So that is going to be 10 volt is equal to 60 I2 plus 5 I2 plus 5 IG. So if I make it properly, it's going to be 10 volt is equal to 60 plus 5, that is going to be 65 I2 plus 5 IG. So I got three equations now. So what are the three equations? So that is going to be 100 I1 plus 15 IG minus 60 I2 is equal to 0. That is my equation number 1. Equation number 2 is 10 I1 minus 30 IG minus 5 I2 is equal to 0. And the final equation is 65 I2 plus 5 IG is equal to 10 volt. So now be clever. You can use this two equation. And what you can do is you can eliminate I1. That would be better. Why? I will tell you. If you, so for example, here it is going to be 100 I1, here it is 10 I1. Multiply the second equation by 10. So it becomes 100 I1. So, and then if you just add it up, you can eliminate I1. If you eliminate I1, what will you get? You will get only I2 and IG. So that will be another equation. You will get, for example, I don't know what I will get. So X I2 plus Y IG is equal to 0. So solving this two, again what you are going to do is eliminate I2 by having some numbers and only find what is the value of IG which is asked. So that is the problem. So what you do is find the three loop equations, and then that loop equations you can use the 10 standard simple elimination method. Eliminate, here they are asking IG, so either you can eliminate I1 or I2. So but the third equation is I2 and IG. So what I am doing is I am going to eliminate I1 from this two equation by simply multiplying by 10 and subtracting it. So I will get IG and I2, and here also I got IG and I2. So if I solve it, I will get exactly what is IG is. So the basic is, first is current division, clockwise rule, you have to remember that. and then start applying one by one. I did not leave any element here, so I covered all the element. I hope you understood. Now I'm going to give you a small homework, so let's see whether you could solve it. So this is the homework problem. So what I'm going to tell you is, this is the loop I'm giving you. I want to find what is the current in R3, or you can find what is the total current, which is I or I1 or I, whatever you want. Find all the loop current 1, 2, 3. So first thing is, whatever I told you, you follow, name it and assume the loops, how the current is going to divide. So that is one problem, and I'm going to give you one more problem for you to solve. So you are going to do the same problem, little bit, values are a little bit changed. So there is one more problem. They are given the same circuit. They are asking what is the find the value of I0. So what you are going to do is, you are going to follow the same. Apply, first name the loops, name the nodes, and then apply the Kirchoff laws. First apply the junction rule. What current could be flowing here? The total current is I0. It is going to divide it into 2. And what will be the current here and there? If you find it, you are done. And then apply the loop. Only one voltage is there, so only for one loop you will get the voltage. For the other two loops you will not get any voltage. Apply KVL, you can easily find out. This is very important problem. If you still have doubts, please feel free to ask. This channel is for the average students, and you can make use of it. There is no compulsion to have a like or dislike. Whatever if you get the problem, you understood the problem, that's what we want. Thank you. There should be no fear for physics. Thank you.